All right, welcome back to another installment of Slam Banners. As always, I am your keeper, Steve, of Classless Characters. You can go find that in other places. If you Google it, it's what you find. Sorry, that makes me really happy. But we are back as a follow-up to our gobbling Thanksgiving turkey thing. We kind of ended that abruptly, so we are just reconvening the Slam Banners to maybe do a little decompress of what just happened. So I am joined by the amazing cast as always.
Do you want to? What do you want to say?
Yes, sorry, that's I want you people to I don't know. You don't have to do it
right.
if you don't want to. We could just start.
Right? You don't have to do it.
I assume that no one is watching like the 5th episode and being like, "Wait, who?"
Hiding behind
That's
the child.
fair, actually. That's
Yeah.
I make the Classless Characters cast do it all the time, but just because they do it in the same voice every time, and I don't know, like they rehearse it. They always do it the same pattern, same intonation, everything. It's creepy.
What if we do that? What if we? That'd
be creepy.
No, it's all right.
No.
Why don't we jump into it then and pick up where we left off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Sense.
Wonderful. So we are going to say that we rejoin the Slam Banners right after Magnus has taken them back onto Vivian's property in like the main center unincorporated territory of St. Filbert's. You did so by a door to the hotel, which opened up in the meat locker of the Food Puma. For the record, that door was not there when you got there, and it is not there anymore. So,
I have a question.
Yes, hit me.
Have we ever explained the hotel like on stream? I don't think we have.
I don't think we have.
Nope.
I will do so real quickly. So that's a great point. So when you opened that door from the meat locker, you did not obviously enter into a meat locker. You entered into a space that is known as the hotel, as we've said before. So basically what happens is you open that door and you enter into like kind of that classic old school 50s like hotel look. I don't know. I'm going to describe it better than that, but like you're talking like big deep red carpets that like kind of span these massive hallways that are so long that you can't even see like from end to end. It kind of disappears off into the darkness. All of the doors lining this hallway equidistant from each other on both sides are these red featureless doors with brass knobs that have no indication as to what they open up into. You can get to the ends of hallways and go up and down stairs in different areas of the hotel, but while you're in here, you can open doors to hypothetically anywhere. But again, you kind of have to know which door you're looking for. Magnus has an advantage here in that this is where he works. So he kind of just, you get a sense of what is behind each door before you open it. Maybe not like the clearest picture, but especially doors like the door to Tad's basement apartment, you are quite familiar with. Yeah,
some things come with practice. Some things come with if someone needs, what's the nice way to put it, escorting, delivering to a certain room, then that door will
you'll
call
know
to you.
You'll know. Most people so the deal with the hotel is that it's mostly used by beings like yourself and representatives of the upstairs and downstairs departments respectively to kind of pop in and out wherever they need to go without too much fuss or trouble. Most humans and mortals that kind of pass through this realm are dead, and so like they're not physically here, and you kind of do what you did with Miss Megan's, or at least tried to. You escort them to the elevators where they kind of go to the next stage. Which, yeah, however that ends for them. So mortals can use the hotel the same way that you and the rest of the supernatural community do, but they are definitely not supposed to be here. It's a situation of get in, get out as quickly as possible. Thankfully, when you pass through this time, you know you are relatively close to the door that leads out to Vivian's like barn or whatever. So you don't have to spend an undue amount of time in the corridors.
No, because in much the same way that Tad got themselves in trouble, if people like Samael find out you've been wandering through, bad things will happen from people a lot scarier than Magnus.
Yes, that is how they staff the hotel.
Mhm.
Mortals that wander in here and get lost in physical form are kind of stuck. So you don't want to spend a lot of time here.
Makes sense.
Yeah, or you become a Magnus.
Amongst other things.
Yes, amongst other things. So yes, you are able to scoot out of here quickly, though.
Well, so that's my house. I realize none of you have been here before, so welcome. I don't let anybody in here. So
I feel special.
you should. You really should, because otherwise, if you were a trespasser, the automatic machine guns would just shoot you.
Just got turrets
Wow.
set up around the property
That
with
was a
wooden
joke.
bullets.
You said earlier that you
What?
never, heard me tell a joke, and I do actually tell jokes. It's just
Hey. Yeah,
my
that's why I did.
sarcastic
Listen, I
voice
wouldn't-
sounds like my regular voice, so you know.
As soon as
I
you
wouldn't
say
put
it's a
it
joke,
beyond
Jan
you,
just
is
goes,
the thing.
and then just stops laughing entirely.
The thing is, if there were automatic machine guns, I wouldn't be surprised. But hey, it's a nice place we got here.
So it's a fairly normal sized house. It's way too much for one person, but for like a family, it would make sense. It's 2 stories. It's a slate tile roof, traditional like clapboard siding. It almost looks like a mountain lodge versus what you would maybe expect from someone with Vivian's personality. Like a lot of just, straight clean lines and that kind of thing. It's not, it's actually way more homey. And as you get up the driveway, these 2 giant Dobermen come racing down the driveway.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, no, calm down. They're friends. They're friends. Friends. Just put your hand out. They don't bite unless I tell them to.
Lick, sniff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Curious,
They are,
but
they are good dogs.
they are good.
Like,
They
It's
don't
just like-
want to be close to Magnus.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
They don't want to
Yeah.
be close to Magnus. One of them approaches and just like, and then like walks away.
For the first time ever, you see Gian hide behind Tad.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gian. I didn't.
You
I'll tell him
okay?
to go away.
You can walk with me if you would like, Miss Gian.
Just like shifts over to hide behind Magnus.
Like,
then.
I've been down to pet the dogs, but then I noticed it, and I'm like, okay,
Fair enough.
I don't want to make them uncomfortable. Is the thing.
So we should go in. I have a bar if you drink, and otherwise I'll make you a mocktail. So how's that sound?
If I hadn't already decided on your job offer, I would choose you now.
I just assumed that you took my job offer when I offered it.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But if I hadn't, I would now.
People don't normally say no to me.
It's true. Come on. So I
There's
open
no
the
one
door.
alive.
Everything's leather and wood and very
rustic.
cozy. Yeah, I would almost say like old man study type of feel. Every surface has books or glass cases of curios and I point out the skull. So there's that thing that I got before we did a demon turkey hunt.
Huh.
Just in the mail?
Yeah, it showed up in a package.
Is it a demon turkey skull?
I don't think so. It looks like that. Yeah. No, it just had a note in it that says for when you have questions. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean.
Have you tried asking it a question?
Yeah,
No,
it seems like we have questions
Have
right
you?
now.
because I don't want to summon anything.
Fair point.
I feel like that would be a bad idea. And also this, and I point out the red dress that I've like hermetically sealed. Recognize that?
Is that
Yeah.
the one from the party?
Yeah.
That's why it still smells like wine, yes.
May I? And he just like points at the skull, like
Have at it.
it's like properly like kneeling down, like staring at it, like.
Magnus, have we decided how long you have existed as of yet? Like in human span, have you decided when you started your bellhopping career,
No,
your career in hotel management?
I don't know that we did. I know he's
Okay.
old.
Yeah, I mean, are we talking like
405.
yeah, like how old? Give me a ballpark.
Um,
I will take a historical era.
yeah.
1 to 1,000 years ago.
Greeks and Romans, maybe that kind of.
Cool. Excellent. Yeah,
But then
that time.
that doesn't necessarily map too much because time in the hotel is like a whole weird thing. So
I
like,
mean, so your actual operational age would be entire. You don't have one anymore, but like, yeah, when was the original Prime Magnus?
Magnus
Yeah.
Prime.
Yeah,
Prime
so,
Magnus was
I mean,
probably Roman centurion. like-
Greeky.
yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Greek-ish. You know.
Yeah, you
But yeah, like sailed to Britain and got stabbed by the Gauls, kind of.
You know what?
Like,
Roll me to
Wow.
investigate a mystery. Can you do that?
Yes.
Yes.
think-
Yes.
What
Okay.
was that
He
based on?
immediately holds it out and starts reciting poetry. Just on it.
You might recognize it. I just want to see if you do or not. And I don't know. In D&D, this is where I would be like, roll me a history check, but like I don't have that.
Oh god, my PDF is being strange. What stat is it based on? Anyone?
I
Oh, good.
It's based on sharp.
9.
all right.
Magnus looks at it, Billy.
So as opposed to the questions, I am gonna give you something. I need to give this to you. Give me one moment. Because you are examining this thing and you have fuck it, I'll just put it in the main chat because everyone will get it eventually. This little snippet of text that the humans are missing. And you
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you are overcome by the that you know what this thing is. And it is not necessarily a good thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it could be helpful.
I wouldn't believe in any of the capital letters. They just start screaming. Oh God!
Oh, that's how the Bible is written.
Yeah,
Random yelling.
that's how I
Yeah.
read the Bible.
Random yelling.
It's like, oh, that nope.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean, like the. So this is like angels, like actual angels, not like me. I mean, like.
Well, wait, are you telling me that's an angel skull?
I don't know if it's a maybe not.
Angels
it-
are much smaller than I thought they would be.
Right?
But they're not all.
Maybe it's a cupid.
I mean, like my boss is the actual angel of death, like 4 horsemen, giant, terrifying. But then there are cherubs. They're kind of sweet and have tiny skulls. Oh god.
Someone sent me a cherub skull.
Maybe not. I'm not exactly invited to the upstairs parties. I'm not invited to the downstairs parties either. But that's not the.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk away, and she walks away and comes back like a minute later with a giant bottle of whiskey and just puts it down. Think we need
Well,
that.
you work for death. Is this his work? I mean, it's a skull. It's a skull.
I'm gonna have to tell someone about this.
Go for it.
Do you know who might have sent?
So, weird
Well,
thing, before the demon turkey weirdness, everything is weird. I got 2 boxes. The dress came in one, and there was a note on it that said, "Too conspicuous, we'll see you soon." Great. Less worried about that right now than I am the fucking cherub skull.
This is not a baby skull.
I don't know
Could have
that
been
it
a
is a
baby
cherub. I was just suggesting.
I know, but now I can't get the image out of my mind, so it takes a shot. I really don't want that image in my mind.
What is it you people say? Not everything is sunshine and rainbows. The host in the old book with the flaming swords and the firstborn, are a lot scarier than the new book with the trumpets and the raising people to from perdition. It's
No, it's
I
okay.
honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
things
The
change.
Bible.
The PR department changes things.
We did just fight demon turkeys. I think we know it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
I look over at Erica. Erica, do you know anything about this kind of stuff? Like, have you ever read anything?
Oh yes, skulls with memories, and he's just like,
I don't know if Rio can hear us. Rio?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
No, you're okay.
I zoned out.
No, it's all right. No, I'm wondering, like, Erica, do you know anything about, like, weird skulls, or have you ever heard anything?
Well, I'm not super sure, but I can check the books when I get home.
Okay, cool. So, like, a little research, maybe, and
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
try and find something out.
Okay. This is so far out of left field.
So, as for who could have sent it, I'm guessing the lady in red or her gang.
I think this is
I mean,
two
it is her
different
dress.
people.
It-
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's her. Gotta be.
Yeah. But if you got the boxes the same day, maybe they were from the same person.
Different packages and different. The one with the skull just showed up. The one with the dress was FedExed.
FedEx?
Literally FedExed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. I mean, the dogs went nuts both times, but they really didn't like the second one.
Okay, so maybe they're saying, maybe they're not. The second one is clearly more connected to the weird stuff. Because we got angel skulls. We got angel skulls. We got barking mad packages just showing up out of nowhere. Yeah, that's more of the weird. On a scale, like, red dress showing up in the box, that's like normal person weird. I would have thought that was weird before all this. Angel skull?
The bar has been raised.
That is, yeah, the mega weird.
The mega weird.
I mean,
Yeah.
there are people I could ask, but they're upper management, and they don't. It's going to be bad enough explaining Darryl and the.
Yeah.
I just want to reemphasize that they're going to ask you some questions about Darryl when you get back. They know about Darryl.
Mhm.
You don't rip open a portal to the downstairs. Because, like, so this is something else we haven't really touched on. There's, like, I have this in my mind. It's all, like, tiered out, right? Where, like, Earth is in the middle and the hotel is kind of, like, behind the whole thing. There are, like, intermediate steps to upstairs and downstairs. Like, there's a purgatory on the way to heaven. There is another dimension on the way to hell called the Shaded Wood, which is fucking terrible. Basically, imagine that when you die, if you're going to hell, instead of just going to your punishment, you get most dangerous gamed first.
Oh.
And it's like a sport. It's not good. So
Yeah.
Darryl skipped that. Darryl went straight, like, directly to go. Got his $200 probably.
Halo jumped into the bad place.
Yes, that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, he skipped the lines. He didn't even dive first. Rude.
He had that little watch that let him go to the front of the line. Yeah.
Skip the line ticket.
So I mean, first of all, anybody else can get down on this whiskey. Secondly, if you don't drink, I will make you something awesome. Third, are we supposed to talk to the skull? Because I feel like that's a bad idea.
I think to what I would guess is everyone's surprised. Magnus just like picks up the whiskey and knocks it back and like puts it down.
Go easy with that. It's good stuff. Can you not get drunk?
What? Of course I can. Look, Jesus didn't just make wine; he made good wine. That's.
That was not what I was expecting him to say.
Listen, man, the J-Man made some good shit. I'm just.
Yes, we don't eat. We don't drink. We subsist on what your soul leaves behind when you're all done. But drinking is one of the few things we got to keep.
Oh.
But not
Well-
any popcorn.
I mean, I'm not a. You realize I'm not an angel, right? I'm not an actual like.
Yeah.
I don't have any like. Does
Yeah,
the circle above his head like?
Yeah,
I-
look. I know you don't got your face isn't an angel face. I got that. But I don't know how you work. I have no if anything, you're my standard, like that I measure things by when it comes to all the things I didn't know about before. And I don't know all about like I know how humans work. I don't know how you work.
What
For most part. I know things about how you work, but not like I couldn't be sure if you could actually be drunk.
We killed a vampire like 3 weeks ago, and these are the questions you're asking?
Listen, listen, I've only had like 6 months. And it's like a whole other world. Whole new world. It's a whole new world of horrible stuff that is not sunshine and rainbows. The world wasn't sunshine and rainbows before, and now there's this shit.
You have no idea. I was on shift during the Black Death. Oh boy.
Oh.
I'm still transitioning them into our world. Like talking about Tad.
Yeah, he looks at Gian like, yes.
I just push some whiskey toward Tad. Just trust me.
Yeah. I'm like,
Gone. Yeah.
it's been a day, okay?
It's been
I think we all can
while.
agree it's been a day.
It's been a day.
Turkeys.
I don't know. I found the turkeys funny.
Gobble gobble.
I will hear that in my dreams and nightmares. Forever. Is that gobble. Always.
I mean, compared to vampires, it was funnier.
It's true.
Nobody
You
died.
guys ever actually get nightmares about this stuff?
I kind of liked it. It was funny.
I don't sleep.
Yeah,
Must be
you
nice.
see, that's one of the things I wasn't sure about. Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
So you don't sleep, you don't eat.
Well,
You can eat, but you don't need to.
I mean, I don't eat what you would consider food,
Well, right.
but then
The whole thing.
I think I saw that in an anime once.
Listen,
Gian is updated on nerd culture. Gian knows what they're talking about. You just
Dad.
can't.
Dad, is that a Netflix thing? I don't understand.
I'll show you Crunchyroll.
Is that one of the TV things?
Yeah,
Chinese
what's an,
it's
cartoon?
what's
It's
an
like the
anime?
Netflix, but different.
But, like he just loses track. Like if he stops hanging out with humans, he'll just lose track of culture, and in 100 years' time, just be like, "Hey, so anyone watching Orange Is the New Black?" And they're like, well, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah, we're showing.
Y'all read the new
Leon and I are
Shakespeare
showing
play?
him.
God.
Well, yeah, like probably the first time he met Tad, he was like asking her about Shakespeare or like Rodin or something. It's just like, what are you? What? Why?
What are you talking about?
So I guess I'm confused. Like how I know some of you, Gian and I have literally clashed swords, but
Thumbs up.
how did it? So wait, how do you know Magnus, Tad?
I got into some shit, and
Okay.
then I happened to wander into the hotel, and I got lost. And I don't know, it just felt like, I don't know, maybe 6 hours, half a day. And then this guy came kind of out of nowhere and beat me into a pulp. And then Mags showed up, and
Maggie.
sure.
Maggie.
It's
Yeah.
Magnus. It's like so just like
It's a nickname. It's a term,
Magpie.
like a term of endearment. Show we love you, my friend. But yeah, he saved my ass and got me out, and then I was in my mom's basement.
Oh, so how long were you actually gone?
Apparently it was like 2 months, I think.
Oh,
I thought he was dead.
Whoa.
Well, it was like I
Dark out of
just
nowhere.
dropped out of college, and I don't know.
Came
it was
back
like-
and my life was fucked.
No, yeah, I just dropped out, and I didn't really have it. The gap, no one really noticed. But
I noticed.
my mom was surprised when I just came home, and I didn't even have to get on a boat, so that was great.
He came back just find Jian like rocking back and forth in a corner.
Waiting under the stairs.
No, but
Yeah,
so
like Harry
just to
Potter
clarify,
style.
like out of character, Tad didn't disappear from St. Filbert's. They were studying off in a different city off the island, and then they entered the hotel, and when they exited, they were home on St. Filbert's, and so they, yeah.
That may have been on purpose. I figured the least I could do after Samuel tried to.
Yeah, man, listen, I appreciate it. It's what I needed at the time. It was where I wanted to go anyway, so.
Just like awkward.
So yeah, Vivian, Magnus, how did you meet?
So, oh boy. So before everything went weird, I don't know if I fully mentioned that the reason I'm vampire hunting is because this thing killed my best friend and girlfriend and a best friend in front of me. And before that happened, though, because that's a real bummer, before that happened, I was helping Sarah just move stuff around. She was big into like community theater and stuff, and I was outside taking a smoke break and saw Maggie over here lurking in the dark, being weird, and thought,
I don't
well,
look. And he just like crosses his
that's
arms.
bullshit.
Just straight creeping.
You know that's some bullshit.
Listen, man, it sounds like you.
Oh, burn. And I thought, well, that's weird. And then Sarah died, so I went looking for Magnus, because when weird things show up, when other weird and horrible things happen, someone owes me answers. So.
I didn't kill her. It wasn't me.
I know it wasn't you. I may have also threatened you with a gun, so, it's fine.
Yeah, well, how do I, certain things and deaths can cause people to get lost, kind of, and someone has to go and
Show them the way.
collect them.
Adam?
oh,
Yeah. So anyways. Yay.
Womp womp.
Aren't we lucky?
I'm sorry, that just felt so right.
Jian's just sitting there.
So lucky.
Jian doesn't know what else to do.
All right,
Yeah.
I don't want to be sad anymore. I just want to be pissed off. Can we ask this skull a question? Because I feel like we should. Fuck it.
I
I
mean,
pick
if
it
it-
up. Who are you?
Were,
That's the only
it's just
question. What if it's like a genie? What if?
Oh, wait a minute. Let me turn off my.
Grabs
I'm
the
gonna
skull
need
from
both
someone.
hands. I'm gonna need both hands for this.
Oh, dear God.
Oh no!
So I had to turn off my push to
What
talk.
have you done?
So yeah, you ask it, yeah, who are you or what are you? And it jitters and sputters like in your hand for a second. And then it stops moving. Its eyes light up like a dull white that begin to like flash more brightly in time as you hear this like echoey, reverberary voice, which I have in the box, but the box is not working right now.
Fair enough.
That just goes, oh, come on, Chief. No. Don't put me in the box. Come on. Don't do this again. Come on. No, look, we got a good thing going on. We've been doing this for a while there, boss. Don't put me in the box again. Oh, fuck.
GN, by the way, has jumped up and is now holding their spear out just out of, like, instinct.
He put me in the box again. And you asked me a question. Hi. I'm here to answer your questions. What are they?
Magnus?
That's a great question. I could feel it.
Is it? No. You don't tell them. No.
I turn the
Okay.
skull in your direction.
Ooh. You're a little far from home there, bud. So, yeah, questions?
Yeah, lots of them. Hey,
Hi.
what's going on?
I'm a skull.
I got
I'm
that.
being held
skull are
and
you?
I'm talking. Oh, that's a great question. There you go. So, way back when, in the old days of yore, when God decided, hey, there's two monkeys that look nice, we'll put them over here and see how that works out. I got a little too mouthy, and now my job is to be the know-it-all and answer all your stupid questions. So my name is Tom. I am the former angel of sarcasm, now font of wisdom. And you are lucky enough, and I am so happy, beyond pleased, to be here today to help you out. Woohoo.
Well, I am thrilled.
Thomas. Azrael speaks incredibly lowly of you.
Well, he still owes me $5, doesn't he? So really, who's the one up in here?
Who's the motherfucker?
Yeah, who's the real piece of shit?
This guy's
He's
the best already.
my boss. I wouldn't know.
Then no. It's okay. We're friends here. You do know. Do you have any other questions?
So are
Do you know?
Wait, someone else go.
No, Viv, go.
Who sent you
What
to
are you
Viv?
to school?
Well, yeah, that was going to be my question is, do you know who sent you to me?
I'm actually not allowed to answer that one.
Well, that's some bullshit.
Who's keeping you? Who or what is keeping you from answering that question?
The chief? The poobah, the big boss, the guy, the lady,
Magnus!
the thing.
Not my boss. Wait,
I don't see
as in,
Chief.
as in, like my boss's boss. That whole.
As in, like, the boss, you know.
Oh no!
Look,
no,
when
no,
you
no,
get
no.
turned into a font of wisdom, you have to provide certain restrictions. Otherwise, you just go out blabbering the answers to everything, and I don't want to melt your little pea brains.
I have a question. What's the name of the lady who wore that dress?
Oh, I spin the skull so you can see the dress.
Yeah.
They.
Well, let's look for a name tag, shall we? Maybe a dry cleaning little sticker.
Dude, you said
Maybe-
you had all the answers.
Embroidered. What do I look like? A DNA moleculizer? Ask me a philosophical
wisdom.
question.
I
Ask me
thought
about the nature of
wisdom.
existence.
I've got one for you.
Yes.
Do you know where Ramses is?
Yes.
Can you tell me?
Yes.
That
I
was a-
actually can.
Okay.
That was the DM deciding whether or not he was going to,
Fair
and
enough.
he can.
Okay.
Yes, the keeper decides he can.
Okay.
I can. He has taken a holiday. Not here. Not so you know, let's just take a brief minute to consider all of the horrible things that thing has done for the 2,000 years that he has existed on this disgusting little ball of rock. And he got noticed. So he stepped away for a little bit to operate outside. All right, I'm just going to level with you. The big old vampire boss called him home, and he's learning at the feet of the master while his servants run the operations here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, that name I just said, that's the thing that killed Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
An ancient fucking vampire whom Marcus owed allegiance to, which is why Marcus is fucking dead again.
Yeah, be warned. They will find out about that rather quickly.
Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah. Oh yeah, he'll probably wreck my shop, I don't care. So that's fun. Anybody else got a question for ye old font of wisdom?
I've got my life pretty figured out.
Gian, I envy you so fucking much. You have no idea.
I deeply envy
Okay.
that.
Did I leave my oven on back home?
No, you did not.
Okay.
You're good. You're good. Also, a useful question.
Thomas, do you need to be delivered somewhere when done?
Say what you broke up a little bit there. One more time.
Do you need to be delivered somewhere when this is done?
Or can we
No.
keep you?
No, I'm here now. It was. I will just go ahead and tell you that it was felt that, based on, well, what I just told you, and that nasty little bit of work down with Kane, asshole. Look, you know what? I will go ahead and say it. Kane is the nicer of the two brothers. I don't know if you ever had the opportunity to meet the other one, but what a fucking piece of work that guy. I mean, vegetables? Really? Like, we thought it was a troll move and it was funny. We didn't think we didn't know what was going to happen there.
So, hey, Tom, do you know where Darryl went?
Oh yeah. So that book is definitely one of them ancient grimoires that you people like to write when you make contact with things that you shouldn't be. And that would have taken him straight downstairs. If I'm not, I'd have to see the book itself to tell you which particular sphere he would have ended up in. But my assumption is not a good one. More than likely one known for that particular sort of fuckery and earth magic. And that can't be good. The dukes and ladies very much enjoy it when mortals come of their own volition. He's going to be a rock star.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Who gave Darryl the grimoire? Who
That
was
one
the
I can
girlfriend?
answer. Same woman in the red dress.
Uh-huh.
Well, that concludes that. So,
I don't know her name, but I can stink out her magic.
Do you know why she gave it to him?
Well, I presume fuckery.
Okay.
It seems the most obvious answer. You killed her boss.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, fuck Darryl.
No, for real, fuck Darryl.
Fuck
For
Darryl.
real, fuck Darryl.
Fuck Darryl.
Somewhere you hear Helen, fuck Darryl! Fucking piece
I
of
feel
shit!
the urge to fist bump her, but she's too far away.
But anyway.
Do you know why you were sent to specifically Vivian?
Well, she had the best address. It's pretty
Out of-
simple.
Out of
So-
what? What were the other options?
Well, the other options were this one's mother's basement, which is in the middle of town, super inconspicuous. This one, who doesn't have an address, points over at Magnus. And this one, who would probably
Just
throw the
like-
package in the trash thinking it was a bomb in it, goes over to Erica. So, make the best of a bad situation.
It's all right. So you're gonna live here now, huh?
I mean, that's up to you. Personally, I would much rather be back where, anywhere that's not here.
I don't know how to
You,
do that.
you all have such... Why are your hands always so sticky? Why are they always
I
so
don't know.
damp?
I don't know. It's just you, actually.
Ugh. Ugh.
So
You're
here's
the
what
damp one
I'm
here,
gonna
damn it.
do. I just like grab a blanket and put it in a little decorative box, and I put Tom in it. There you go. There's a bed.
Mm. This is unbecoming.
If you want, I can bring him back to the order and see if they
Ooh,
can
that's
figure
a good
out
idea.
what to do with him.
I'm not sure that's allowed. He's like,
Can we just maybe later? Can we just keep him here for now
Fine
till we
by me.
figure out?
I don't.
Let's
You
not
like-
get Maggie in any more trouble.
I could hold on to him, but not take him to the order. I don't know. I just whatever. If Vivian doesn't want to keep him, I don't care.
Oh yes, please continue to debate my fate like I'm not here. It's great. I love it.
Listen, we already know what you want. We have to discuss the monster stuff. Anyway.
I just throw a cloth over Tom's face. Okay. So all I have to do is just make sure that the dogs don't use him as a chew toy. No.
That's the. What? Where's the box?
Yeah, here, let me give you that. So I go get the box.
Okay.
There you go.
It's just like a cardboard box. It honestly looks kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like a new box. It looks like it's a used
Like it's
box.
been had a few times through the system.
It's exactly. It's beaten up. It's got some like couple
Retaped.
different like scratches, Sharpie all
Yep.
over it. Yeah. It's a shitty box.
Incredible.
Thomas, I'm gonna pick you up now, and if you bite me, I swear I will give you to Samael.
Mm. All right, fine. He lets you pick him up.
He's like he like sits him perfectly flat on his palm, like trying to like mean dog a skull, which is like, completely impossible. It's like,
It's like a baby skull
Yeah.
too.
That exactly.
I'm not going to bite any of you. Unfortunately, I am bound to your service until such time that I am not.
Oh. Well, then maybe, Magnus, you can keep him here. He's not going to bother me.
okay.
Yeah, it's fine. If I get annoyed with him, I'll just lock him in a closet.
You should probably.
It
take
wouldn't
it.
be the first time, I will admit to that.
He's been around a long time and he smells delicious. Please take it. And he's like,
Okay. I'll take it back. Go in your little velvet bed. It's a velvet bed, Tom. It's a velvet.
It's fucking velvet.
Yeah.
You
Velvet.
ungrateful
Because my skull is covered in sensory organs.
It's velvet.
he can't help. Just
What
don't.
would you...
It's
Okay.
alright.
Okay,
He's
Tom,
like-
You
Tom,
know
what
I'm
would you
gonna
prefer?
needle
What-
him. I'm gonna poke.
No.
There's no way I'm
Okay,
not going to.
Yeah, this is what he's here
Jian's like, okay, Tom, what would you prefer if you're so upset with us deciding your fate? What do you want?
I want to be asked intelligent questions. I mean, like, come on
You mean-
now.
You mean asking you about the meaning of life and getting a vague answer back? That could mean anything?
Yes.
Don't answer.
No, we
Magnus
have
is like,
fortune tellers
Tom,
for
do
that.
not answer that. Like,
No, I can.
We
Do
have
it.
fortune tellers for that. You are obsolete. Anyway.
we are not supposed to.
Mm.
You
Well-
know the deal.
Before I cover Tom up for hopefully the night.
Mhm. He'll shut up once you cover him up.
Okay. Hey, so Tom, real quick, do you know where Sarah is?
Yes. She passed through the mountain very quickly and has herself a lovely studio upstairs above one of the theater districts.
And you're not lying to me.
I literally cannot.
Okay. That makes me feel a lot better. And for that, you can stay uncovered.
Woo!
Yay, Tom.
Good job.
Best NPC.
So, Lady in the Red Dress is coming for our asses.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Jian does the stupid thing where they look back at their butt like, what? Like just for a second before they realize
It's
it's a
very
metaphor
literal.
or expression.
I like it. I don't want to deprive anyone of their homes, but if anyone wants to stay here, I don't know of anywhere safer. I know Magnus can't, but
My skin itches.
no, I
It's just
understand.
like-
But if
it's like-
anyone would feel better staying here, at least have dogs and guns and a security system.
That's true. She's warded her house, and he's scratching at his arms, like. "Ugh."
I go where Tad goes, so.
And I think I should be staying at home for now.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Do you want to ward your mom's house?
That would be.
He's like.
I don't know. We have, since the door is like right in my room, the door, capital D. Could we like? No.
You could do like the entrance door.
Yeah. Could we ward against specific things that are not Magnus?
Gonna need yourself a magic-y person for that.
Yeah.
It's magic and it's complicated.
Yeah. Can I
Yeah,
just
it's
hire
not
the
what
same
happened.
witch I hired for my house?
She doesn't live here anymore,
Okay.
but Tom will chime in. You could go talk to Cletus out in the swamp. I've
That
talked to
sounds
that
like
dude a
fun.
few times. He's great.
We should talk to Cletus.
One of the few of you that I actually enjoy speaking with. That dude fucking gets it.
Gets what?
Cool.
It.
It's everything.
This is why I don't ask you questions. You give me vague answers.
Well, maybe Cletus
No, it's
is
just a
worth
real straight
trip.
shooter. Gets how it works. Yeah.
On the island?
Oh,
Yes. Let me pop you over to.
Yes, I can't
this.
remember the map. Okay.
Yeah. Is it should the
yeah.
Oh, let me pronounce that. Uniahisi, Uniahisi, which
Oh
is
my
an
God.
actual Native American word that I looked up.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes. The Uniahisi swamp, which is where Cletus lives.
Okay.
This might be an impolite thing to ask, but I'm from England and I don't understand. Is he like? Is Cletus supposed to be like banjo redneck kind of swamp dweller, or?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So now I'm not gonna do.
Okay.
I will give you the sample of the voice, but I'm not gonna do it because it makes for terrible listening. Because I don't want to subtitle all of it for everybody. Come on, them boys, down right down. Right telling you road in. You can hear what's happening. I actually said words.
I'm gonna
I-
need captions for
I
that.
do not
Yeah.
believe you.
You'll have to send
Hey,
me.
welcome to the swamp there, everybody. Just set up with the magic stuff. Yeah, so I'm not gonna do that.
Oof,
I just want to
mama.
tell you that's the kind of person we're talking about.
I
You like hold
understood
your
at that
bottom
time, but
jaw
my brain hurts.
rigid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so he's in
Anyway.
the swamp. Okay.
He's in the
well,
swamp.
I say
Yeah,
maybe
thanks.
if anyone wants to trek out there with me, I think it might be worth. Cletus might know some shit.
Yeah, I'll definitely come with, since it's my
And I
mom's
will
house.
go as well.
Magnus, you have a report to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I really-
Time for
that he
some
really doesn't want to make,
paperwork.
but doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Erica, do you want to come with us?
Yeah, I have something I need to take care
Like
of.
now?
I don't think now, but sometime in soon.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll be happy to follow.
Well, then we can do that. Yeah. We'll make some plans, and maybe Magnus, you can join us after your report. Sorry, man.
Fingers
Okay.
crossed
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. Okay. I can. I mean, yeah. I am all of my. Now I'm.
Now you're being hailed.
My house is empty.
Oh,
my house
okay.
is no. My house is empty now,
house is
so I am
empty.
good to do whatever.
Well,
I do my full and undivided attention.
I do actually have to go, so that's like
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
Okay.
we
Alright.
call it here and then
Yeah.
continue next time.
Oh,
Yes.
I love that we
Yeah.
did this. I love it.
Yes.
Me too.
I'm sorry
This is
that I
great.
kept having to pop in and out. I just loading music
It's
equipment.
all right.
No,
Melissa's
it's okay.
band has a show tonight.
It's all right. So cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that was a nice little
Okay.
meeting of the minds.
Yeah.
Y'all are
Yeah.
amazing.
Yay.
It was fun.
Yay.
Sweet. All right, so I'll turn
Yay.
the recording
Yeah.
off.